Now on the high cost for the American people, which is what they really want Trump and his administration to focus on, and the food prices. Last night, Americans once again turned out in record numbers to support Democratic candidates up and down the ballot. Enthusiasm is unlike anything we've seen in the primaries. In ruby red states, voters showed up and voted blue at levels you rarely see in a primary. And it's not hard to understand why voters are so enthusiastic. People are fed up with Donald Trump and congressional Republicans. Just this morning, the Wall Street Journal ran a harrowing story. More Americans are dipping into their 401ks just to keep up with everyday expenses. That's not what people want to do. The 401ks, which people put money in, that they'd want to use for other things, but they knew they needed for their retirement. And now, because of high costs, they're being so squeezed that they have to take the money out of the 401ks. People hate doing that. People hate cannibalizing their financial futures just to survive the present. This is not the golden age Donald Trump promised. It's a travesty, and Americans deserve better. Americans need focus on the high costs of food, not another war in the Middle East. That's why Democrats are going to do what Donald Trump refuses to do. Put the affordability crisis front and center every day, all year long. Tomorrow morning, I'll be introducing legislation aimed at one of the core drivers of higher food prices: consolidation and monopoly power in the food industry. Grocery prices are higher than ever. If you can't afford to pay for food, nothing else matters. If more and more of your paycheck is spent on paying for food instead of keeping up with the rent or filling up the tank or paying for daycare, you're trapped. And this is how Americans feel today. They feel trapped. Trapped because Donald Trump promised to bring food costs down, and instead they have gone up. My bill does what Donald Trump hasn't, giving Americans a real plan to lower food costs by breaking the pernicious stranglehold of monopolistic corporate middlemen that have weakened our supply chains and price gouged consumers at the grocery store. And Democrats will keep going. We recently rolled out our agenda to tackle the housing crisis. Soon we'll present our plan to lower the cost of energy and child care and to fix our broken health care system that Republicans have sabotaged by letting premiums skyrocket. Donald Trump and congressional Republicans had their chance. They promised to make life better for the American people and lower their costs. But here we are, on the brink of yet another war in the Middle East, with families already stretched to the breaking point at home. The American people deserve a whole lot better, and Democrats are going to fight for it. Yield the floor.